What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you've been following along in this process, you'll know that the roof rack is done, the side awning is on, and now we're working on the solar panel. My goal is to have it slide out from underneath here so it'll extend out when I'm parked, keep the Jackery charged. Here's the panel. I ordered this off of Amazon. It is this panel right here. It is a 100 watt panel. I have tested this thing. I put it outside one day. I had the fridge going. I had some lights going. I was charging up some GoPro batteries. This thing worked phenomenal. The panel itself, I'm not sure exactly, but I know it was probably under $100. I will have to check. I'll put the price right down below what I paid for it. The Jackery panel, why didn't I go with it? Well, the Jackery panel is a couple $100. Yeah, it's a Jackery battery system, the Jackery solar panel. That'd be awesome to have, but for the price, again, we're going budget. This panel, like I said, it's a 100 watt panel, and the maximum input on the Jackery is 100 watts. Why not save some money? Get this panel here. Like I said, it worked great. I had it outside all day charging the battery while everything was running. It had no issues. The big thing is with it, where are you gonna mount it? Well, that's why we got it up here. So we're gonna mount it just on the inside on the track, and it'll slide out the front. And spoiler alert, if you look closely, one side's already done. So we're gonna throw this other side on, and then we'll mount the panel up. How do I get this panel to attach to the Jackery? I got an adapter set, right? So those will plug into there. Now this isn't long enough. I only have this on here because I was testing it. So what I will be doing is I will be getting an extension set. You can get like 10-foot lengths, 15, 20-foot lengths. And basically all that'll do is, it's just these plugs here, and then it goes to the cord, and then I'll have these plugs again. So, and then I'll switch it over to this. The one thing I am still trying to figure out is, how am I gonna get the cables from the outside of the Jeep to the inside of the Jeep? I'm still looking into it. I think I got some good ideas that might work, but for now, let's get this thing set up there, get the one last side mounted up, get this all buttoned up. We're using the same slide system that I used for the refrigerator in the back. If you haven't seen that video, put another link right up top. Like I said, I bought these. Just your average big box store has these. They're only about $25. They'll handle 100 pounds, which is more than enough for the solar panel. But I needed something pretty heavy duty, because with that being extended out, you know, I didn't want something flimsy up there. And for 25 bucks, these things will work out great. Because I made this totally flat, the cool thing is to put these on, you just press them all the way up against the bottom, and you know you're good and flat. I've got the leading edge of the slider here flush with the front of this, so I know this side will be true with that side, and everything should just go together perfectly. So let's get the holes drilled, we'll get the bolts in, and then we'll position the panel. The hardware that I got, that is just a regular old stainless steel metric bolt. You got to remember, this needs to be thin enough, because it's got to go in here, and then it's got to fit behind the track when it slides shut. So what I found when I did the other one, you will have to shave just a little bit off the top, and then up here in the upper guide I'll show you, you have to shave just a little bit of each side to get it to fit down inside the track, so that when this thing closes, you won't hear it rubbing and all that. But these bolts are pretty much the biggest size I could get, where I knew if I had to take a little bit off, Okay, so I wanted to give you guys an update on what's going on. The camera died on me, had no idea. But other than that, solar panel mounted up, perfect. Let me show you what I got here. So, panel is in. This is fully closed. So it's nice and flush with the front here. Attached the sliders straight to these. I do have to trim these down, don't worry. And then test fit everything. Everything fits great. So let's slide it on out. So good and easy slide to it. Pulls all the way out the front. You can see there. Kind of nice because it'll actually overhang the windshield when I'm parked and camping somewhere. Keep some of the sunlight out. But that's it, fully put in. And I wound up putting 2 bolts. I did push this up just a hair because if you look down underneath, there's, you know, not too much space right up in here underneath the panel. And I didn't want to drill into any of the important stuff up there, of course. So by raising that up just a little bit, it's not much, but it gives me plenty of room for the bolts to fit. And everything is in there. I did another note. You can see it here, kind of. Right here and right here. I had to trim a little bit of the panel out because the factory roofs, you know, they have these little raised up parts for reinforcement so the roof doesn't bang around in the wind. So that was the only other modification I had to do to the panel, was just trim out those little sections there, because when you slid it back it would dig into these. So trimming them out, we're all good. But there you go. She opens, she closes. The only thing I gotta do now is come up with some kind of a latch right here, so when I'm driving down the road and I hit the brakes, this thing doesn't come flying out. It does, when you push it back, it kind of locks in a little, but I don't trust it enough to be driving down the road with it. So but that's going to be pretty much it for this video. I'm super stoked about this thing. Next project, hopefully rooftop tent. That thing, like I said, it is on order, it is coming. I know there's a lot of like delays and backlogs with shipping and stuff like that, so I can't wait for that thing to show up, because that'll be the last big project on the Jeep up here up top. And then from there, we get this thing out. I want to start doing some trails and some overnights with it, really test this thing out. Hopefully you guys will follow along. That'll do it for this video, you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and we'll see you next time.